Hi, this is Eternal King. It's been a while. I was taking a little health break, playing some other games, but now the new patch is in for LOR, known as Fate's Voyage. So we're going to do this live. We've got a ton of resources to draw on, and we're just going to flip all the best cards in the set, and we're going to do this live and evaluate them as we go. So starting first with Nilah. I saw Nilah just right now before starting this recording, and I gotta be honest, I'm, a little disappointed. We've done episodes talking about how this style of champ design is already problematic. We've seen Eternal be dominated by these sort of 2-mana cycling champions because they've proven to be so powerful. They're on curve card advantage. So we've seen Auction. We've seen, of course, I think Nilah is going to be pretty strong coming up soon, but in previous sets, and again, I'll activate the different sets, and look at this, all the scary 2-mana cards that have been introduced over the length of this game. We have Samara, we have Seraphine, we have Jax, even Nora has been, kind of, never has been problematic, but she's a very powerful card on curve. Ahiri had her time in the sun. Hasn't been relevant since, but she was quite strong. And then, of course, our OG, our OG Auction. Everyone's kind of familiar with Auction, but you kind of go through all the sets, and like originally, the design philosophy was things like, Misfortune coming out in Rising Tides, and like, oh my god, 3-mana 3/3 that pings the board, that's so strong. But since then, the aggro curve in terms of what a good champion is has really gone down an entire mana point. And that is a bit of power creep there, where like if you could play Jax versus a Misfortune, I think you always take the Jax. If you can play a Samara, if you can play an Auction, and I'm sure Nilah is going to join those ranks pretty soon as well. If you can play these cards over sort of, this, even just the 3-mana, like even just over a Caitlyn, or an Azir, like if you can do that, you do that 100% of the time. And it's just 1 mana point, but it makes all the world of difference right now in terms of competitive LOR in a larger card format like Eternal. Anyway, back to evaluating the new set. So let's get that out of our system right now, where it's like, okay, yay, another 2-mana, card advantaged champion. She's got the kind of like an Elise fierce, kind of like a fearsome light with bash or brash, and instead of summoning a spider, she's once again another card advantage tool. So I hate to see that. Draw 2, grant them fleeting. Already this is going to be nuts with TF. It's literally in the same region identity. It's going to be nuts as well with the 3-mana spell champion. So Bilgewater was never, already looking pretty strong, and now it's just going to be stronger. So hooray. But yeah, she's going to be nuts with Nami. So we'll keep flipping and keep, evaluating as we go. So, talking about the new spell, deal 2 damage to a unit. It can't drop below 1 health from this damage. So, again, it can, I would say that this is probably an auto-include in terms of, it's a burst damage spell, like burst speed. Now, it can't remove something, but it can be very easily chained with a Make It Rain. And, like, you could cast 2 of these and a Make It Rain, and with the amount of card advantage Nilah is going to be generating, you won't even care. So that's nuts. You can't even counter it. Even just on block, it's fine, because you just burst it into it and block with it, and again, the opponent doesn't know that you have it. So this card's disgusting. This is just every region or every sort of archetype identity gets these little 1-mana 2/3s. We can ignore this pretty safely. Yep. All right, more of more cycling tools. That's exactly what this game needed, more cycling. And yeah, this card's actually pretty good. Yeah, no, that's really, really strong. This card is that's an autocraft right there. Just the fact that you can just play a chump body and it's multi-region card advantage and it can destroy an equipment or a landmark, like, Jesus. Heal your Nexus for 2, like, that's fine. I would play this all day long. What a gross card. Yeah. So again, another, this is more of a long-term cycling tool, but it's, elusive and attune on, it's like a straight upgrade of the 4-mana card. Jesus. This is, oh my God, this is just disgusting. I'm not going to waste the free-to-play currency on this right now because we are free-to-play, but that card's gross too. Yeah, I don't care about that one. Yeah, that's pretty strong. That's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if there's enough card support for this, but like in a vacuum, that can be pretty decent. I would have to pull up the elemental tag and see how many cards there are. And then she gets a boat too. Oh wow, yeah. So not only is she a 2-mana card advantage tool, she gets a boat to tutor her out. Well, that's fun. And yeah, more manifesting, more cycling, more card advantage. Fun. Yeah, so pretty nuts. So I'm going to just make this video about Nilah, and then I'll do one more for each of the champions and just talk about their kind of card tools and region identities and what they're going to bring to the game. But so far, Nilah looks disgusting. I think she's a staple card. I think she'll see heavy play, and she's everything that's kind of power creeping about LOR and has been, but I guess a necessary evil because, if Riot, creates champions that are not on the 2-mana cycling champion kind of power curve that we've seen, then they're just not going to see play, I guess the competitive players would rather see Nilah than, say, Poro King, right? What are you going to do? This is Eternal King signing out. Another video coming up soon.